Ifconfig is a system administration utility in Unix-like operating systems for network interface configuration. The utility is a command line interface tool and is also used in the system startup scripts of many operating systems. It has features for configuring, controlling, and querying TCP/IP network interface parameters. Ifconfig originally appeared in 4.2 Bahamian dollars as part of the BSD TCP/IP suite. Usage. Common uses for Ifconfig include setting the IP address and netmask of a network interface and disabling or enabling an interface. At boot time, many Unix-like operating systems initialize their network interfaces with shell scripts that call Ifconfig. As an interactive tool, system administrators routinely use the utility to display and analyze network interface parameters. The following example output samples display the state of a single active interface, each on a Linux-based host, and the URL interface on an OpenBSD installation. ETHO link encap, Ethernet HWADDR000F, 20CF8B, 42, INET ADDR, 217.149.127.10 BCAST. 217.149.127.63 mask, 255.255.255.192, UP broadcast running multicast MTU, 1500 metric, 1, RX packets, 2,472,694,671 errors, 1 dropped. 0 overruns, 0 frame, 0, TX packets, 44,641,779 errors, 0 dropped, 0 overruns, 0 carrier, 0, collisions, 0 TXQALN, 1000, RX bytes, 1,761,467,179 TX bytes, 2,870,928,587, interrupt. 28. URL O, flags equals 8843 to 1500, LLADDR000D, 0B, ED84FB, media, IEEE 802.11 DS2 mode 11B host app, status, active, IE80211, NWID ARC CHAN 11B SSID 000D, 0B, ED84FB 100 dBm, INET 172.30.50.1 netmask 0xFFFFFFO broadcast 172.30.50.255, INET 6F8020D, BFF feed. 84FB% URL prefix len 64 scopiat 0 ZAM. HWADDR, hardware address, MAC address. The parameter TXQALN is measured in number of Ethernet frames and is the size of the buffer that is being managed by the network scheduler. Equals media access control functions equals, Ifconfig is also commonly used to change the media access control address of an interface. In this process, the network interface is first disabled with the ifconfig command, followed by a MAC change command. Ifconfig LAN O down. Ifconfig LAN OHW ether 011 and 22 seconds 33:44:55, Ifconfig LAN O up. Release status. The free Berkeley software distribution Unix operating systems continue active development of Ifconfig and extension of its functionality to cover the configuration of wireless networking interfaces, VLAN trunking, controlling hardware features such as TSO or hardware checksumming, or setting up bridge and tunnel interfaces. Solaris has historically used Ifconfig for all network interface configuration, but as of Solaris 10 introduced DLADM to perform data link configuration, reducing Ifconfig's purview to IP configuration. In older Linux distributions, Ifconfig, in conjunction with the root command, was used to connect a computer to a network, and to define routes between networks. Ifconfig for Linux is part of the NetTools package, released as the latest version 1.60 on April 15, 2001. Some Linux distributions have deprecated the use of Ifconfig and root in favor of the software suite uproot 2, which has been available since April 17, 1999 for Linux 2.2. uproot 2 includes support for all common functions of Ifconfig, 8, root, 8, op, 8, and netstat, 1. It also includes multicast configuration support, tunnel and virtual link management, traffic control, and low-level IPsec configuration, among other features. Related tools, versions of Microsoft Windows from Windows 95 to Windows ME used WinIPC to give a graphical display of current IP information. Ifconfig, a command similar to Ifconfig, comes with Microsoft operating systems based on the Windows NT kernel. Ifconfig also controls the Windows DHCP client. In Mac OS X, the Ifconfig command functions as a wrapper to the IP configuration agent, and can control the boot P and DHCP clients from the command line. Use of Ifconfig to modify network settings in Mac OS X is discouraged, because Ifconfig operates below the level of the system frameworks which help manage network configuration. To change network settings in Mac OS X from the command line, use spin ifconfig or spin network setup. Ifconfig, a component of wireless tools for Linux, which took its name from Ifconfig, manages wireless network interfaces outside the original scope of Linux's Ifconfig. Ifconfig sets such specialized settings as a wireless network's SSID and WEP keys, and functions in tandem with iWList. Linux also features iWSP, to read the signal, noise and quality of a wireless connection. Other related tools for configuring Ethernet adapters are ftool, myetool, and myediag for Linux and ShowLink for Solaris. See also, consistent network device naming. References. External links, Ifconfig, 8, official man page for Linux NetTools Ifconfig, Ifconfig, 8, man page for the FreeBSD Ifconfig, Ifconfig, 8, man page for the OpenBSD Ifconfig, Ifconfig, 8, man page for the Solaris Ifconfig, network setup, 8, man page for the Mac OS X network setup, Ifconfig for Windows, Ifconfig for Windows on atechnet.microsoft.com, IP, man page for the Linux command IP, Debian NetTools page, which includes sources of the Linux version of Ifconfig, NetTools future thread, from current maintainers, Ifconfig examples, network configuration, Debian, Quick HOWTO, CHO2, Introduction to Linux networking.